Alright, so welcome back. This is going to be another tutorial. I just made another tutorial, which I'll link in the description, about the very basic of this game, where I showed you an amateur game and explained you the basic items, where you start with. Like for example, I'll show you. Right here, these are the items that you start with. I explained them, how to find the ghost, the main objectives of the the main objectives of the game, how a ghost reacts, just general information about the first few items that you start with, to make you get comfortable in the game and to make sure that you know what's going on in the game, how you find stuff, how you find the ghost, how you use your items, and make it, so like the most efficient way possible to play the game. I did an amateur, nothing really happened, but it was a basic information tutorial about Phasmophobia. For this video, I am going to talk about hunts. So that means I'm not going to play on amateur, but I'm going to play on professional. And I'm going to add all the items that I have. Yeah, let's go with a Wall Street. Doesn't matter. Professional. I'll talk about how to survive a hunt, how a hunt works in general, how you could prevent hunts, how you could prevent dying in hunts, etc. So what I did on last game, I brought a camera and EMF, which is also where I start with. We have EMF reader, ghost event, repel with smudge sticks. So as I said in my last game, amateur, you have 5 minutes of free time to do whatever you want before the ghost hunts, and professional it's 0%, 0 minutes. It's could instantly happen. Obviously, it's based on your average sanity, so it's not gonna hunt instantly. But yeah, it's more active in professional, and you don't have 5 minutes of free time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check for the break, which is the entrance is here. It's in the garage. We're going to turn on the break. In amateur, it's already turned on. In professional, it's not. We're going to walk in, turn on the breaker, scout the whole place. There's a basement for the bone, for the Ouija board, obviously for the ghost. As I said, I'm going to explain you hunting in this game, which means I will tell you how a hunt works. You could prevent a hunt a lot of the times, and you cannot die from a hunt. So the smudge sticks, I'll tell you something about them. I'll tell you about crucifixes, but first we're gonna find the ghost. Turn on the breaker. Let's go. Did I bring it? No. Always bring a flashlight. The name is Joseph Thomas. Alright, let's go. Gonna go in. Check for the bone. Turn on the breaker first. Give us a sign. There's the bone. I'm gonna do the game as perfect as possible. Okay, so it opened that door. We know it's here. We're gonna take a photo quickly, see what happens. Interaction. So, right. The reason why I did that is this is an event. Events, for example, if it throws this on the floor, you can take a photo, and it's a good photo. Once again, I will make another video about photos later. But if this happens, and you make a photo, see? For some reason, I already got 2 interaction photos. Once again, I'll do another video about photos. But anyway, if you see this happening, take a photo. You either get interaction, or you get fingerprints. You don't need the UV light for fingerprints, but this means it's super active. Holy crap. Alright, so we know it's here. I'm just gonna quickly go to the basement and see if there's a Ouija board. Not here. The Ouija board is on specific locations, and it's always the same. It's not in random spots. I don't know that, so I'm not gonna go over that. Right, this is a very active ghost. I haven't checked this room. So, alright. Back to hunting. As I said, what's this? Oh, it's a toothbrush. Do I need my... No, not that. I wanted it to be... There you go. Alright, so I'm gonna drop all my stuff. I turn on the... It does not want me to leave. I should have... That's why you always have a camera with you. That was the perfect timing of him to show up. No. He showed up when I dropped my camera. So no photo. Luckily it's not an objective, but it's a good photo if you have it. So we have the EMF, we have the ghost event already. It showed up in my face. We're gonna bring in evidences. I always bring these items, the camera, the dots, and the book, because sometimes it takes ages for a ghost to write in the book. What I was going to say as well is that hunting. Right. I'm gonna go back to the truck and explain something. We know where it is. A ghost will generally always hunt from the room where it's in. So, it's in this room here. I'm not sure you can see my cursor, but it's in this room, in the bathroom. What I do is, I don't like looping. You could loop here, which means you just walk around like the counter in the kitchen or the car in the garage to make it, to loop the ghost. It is a dangerous thing to do. You're better off hiding, in my opinion. There are a lot of hiding spots in every map. You need to find them if you're not familiar to the maps. It's something that will come by experience. But what I know is, I know a few hiding spots in this map where I could go to. The ghost is here, which means that the ghost will always try and hunt from this room or maybe here, this general area. But this is his room for sure. We're pretty positive about that. So it's gonna start the hunting here, which means that I'm not gonna go here to hide. There's not real good hiding spots in this room, and it's very close to his room as well. And the way it hunts is, let's say it's right over here. It's hunting, and you're here. It sees you, it walks to you, and you walk around the corner. You lose line of sight. And it will lose track of you. But what it will do, it will go to the location where he saw you for the last time, which is right here. And after that, he will start searching around this area. Obviously, he goes in here, he probably walks in this room, and he will find out that you're hiding here. Because, there's no other way to go here, so the ghost doesn't really know that, but in this case, it's pretty obvious. If he walks here in this room, he will see you mostly in any angle, and you will die. Same with this room. So when a hunt starts, I will run, and I will hide here. There's a good hiding spot here. As I said, breaking line of sight makes him lose track of you, but he will go to the spot where he saw you last and look around. There's no door here, but there's a door right over here. And doors break line of sight. They walk through doors, but they don't see through it. So if it's here, and you're here, and you close the door, it does not instantly see you. There's doors here as well. If you're, let's say you walk into this house, and you're right here, and it starts hunting. If these doors are closed, it won't directly see you. It will hear you, because it will probably pick up your microphone sound or whatever, but it doesn't see you. So if one route is go into the garage and hide here. or go downstairs, go to the garage, and hide. There's a barrel here, but hide behind the barrel. Those are the two best main spots to hide in this map, in Willow Street. It's super active, by the way. I'm not even in the house. So yeah, a hunt starts when your sanity is around 50%. It's kind of weird that my average is right. Oh yeah, that lines up. So it's around 50% depending on the ghost. A hunt in professional takes 50 seconds, 55 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you need a hide. And a ghost will, as I said in solo games, it will always hear you. It has a proximity, I think it's 8 meters, where it can actually hear you when it's on the same floor. So if it's different floors, it won't directly hear you, but if it's on the same floor, I think it's 8 meters, it will hear you. My microphone is very noisy. Or no, it's very sensitive. And as you maybe saw from my last game, I have a son, I have a daughter, I have a bird, I have a cat, I have a wife, and it's a small house. So what I do is I always mute my microphone. Just with the button on my microphone. This could be helpful for you because sometimes if you're hiding in a closet or in a room or whatever, it could, hear a fan in your room, or neighbors are doing something, or a police car drives by with the sirens on. It can actually pick up all those sounds. So what I do is I mute my microphone. When you're playing in public games, it only hears you when you're talking, with the push to talk buttons. It doesn't always. It's not 100% active, your microphone. So you hide. I move my microphone, and it also picks up electric devices. So if you're holding this in your hand, or you're holding this in your hand, it's on, or the EMF, it can actually pick that up. It feels the magnetic field or something like that. So what I do is I just drop everything. Don't drop your flashlight, by the way, but I tend to drop most of my items, so I'm sure it does not pick up any electrical stuff. Also, turn off your light. It does not help if you have your light on, because it might be able to see you. What you could also do, if you're holding it, let's say you're in a closet, you close the door here, this is the door, you close it, you have it on, you can actually throw it. You have some light, but it doesn't pick it up. If the ghost, this is not a sign for a ghost, like, hey, this is where I should be looking. If you hold it, it does notice. I'm not sure how that works, but, turn it off, or drop it. Or do both, whatever you want. But yeah, don't forget that it can actually detect your devices. Obviously, your book is not a device, so it's not gonna detect that or solve whatever. Did I forget something about the hunt? Line of sight, electricity, microphone. I think that's the general information. So we're gonna go back into the room, and we're gonna drop all the gear. Oh, that's dirty water. That's a picture. Okay, so we're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna look for dots. Oh, it's freezing, so we got that. I saw my breath. Stop doing that. Okay. EMF 4, alright. Oh, alright, sorry, the writing. Okay, this is actually scary, because, I'll tell you why this is scary. I'm gonna drop this. I don't think that I need this. We'll see. We dropped all the items. Drop the light. We have 2 evidences. We have freezing, and we have writing. It's a demon or a revenant, which is very scary. Shades are very... they're very shy. It's usually not that active, which means that it's either ghost orbs. I didn't see anyone, so that's good because Revenant is really fast. One of the dangerous demons there is, or ghosts. As soon as it's in your line of sight, it runs super fast, and you're not able to outrun it. Demon is very dangerous. Demon hunts and is very aggressive. So now what we need to do is we need to repel the ghost with a smudge stick, which is actually good because that is actually content that I need for this specific video. So alright, we're gonna see for dots. Wait, it could not be dots, right? No, it's not dots. It's either EMF, spirit box, or ghost orbs. It's not spirit box. Okay, ghost orb fingerprints. So we don't need a spirit box. We don't need to bring that inside. We could bring EMF, but we got 4. I don't think it's EMF. EMF is shade. As I said, shade is usually very shy. I don't think it's shade. I think it's a demon or a revenant. Why I think it's a demon is because this is definitely the room where it is, and I don't see any orbs. Orbs is a revenant, so it's gonna be fingerprints. So what we're gonna do? It touched the door, right? So what we're gonna do? No, it touched the door, and we made a photo, and we did not get fingerprints. So right, we're gonna check anyway. I am going to bring a flashlight. I dropped mine there. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna bring a crucifix. I'll explain you that, and I'll bring another camera. The reason why I bring a crucifix is a crucifix prevents hunts. The way it does it is you can either hold it or you can drop it. What I do is I'm gonna drop it. It has a range of like, I don't know, a few meters, 5-6 meters. Where it will stop hunting if it's in this, like it's in this room, so it's gonna probably hunt somewhere here. What I do is, if I'm in this room and it's gonna hunt, I don't want it to hunt from here, so I drop it in the entrance to make it prevent hunting from here, so it actually start there, and it gives me like a few seconds to get out of here. As I said, I already figured out my escape route, which is either here, close the door, and I'll hide right over there. Or I'm gonna go down to the basement. Alright, it has not used anything. I'm gonna check for fingerprints. It's super aggressive. It's touching many doors, and funny enough, it does not have fingerprints. Check again. There's no fingerprints, so it's not a demon. Okay, that's scary. Is it a shade? It is a shade, so we got EMF 5. There we go. So it's a shade. Alright. That's interesting. Can you show yourself? Can you do something? I'm gonna take a foot of dirty water. It is very active. We got dirty water picture, we got an interaction because it wrote in the book. Can you do something? Can you show yourself? Show yourself. Give us a sign. Can you give us a sign? It does not. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now. Did it turn off the breaker? It did. Okay. If you know what ghost it is, which you could always do, is go and look what the shade does. Very shy. It's okay. So it's very non-active if there's multiple people. Much harder to find. Well, not in my case. And goes will not enter if there are multiple people nearby. Doesn't really apply to us. So what I'm gonna do, we have a stick in there. I'm gonna make photos. I need photos, so I'm gonna bring that, and I'm going to bring another crucifix. Because once again, this video is purely about preventing a hunt. We need a hunt later, but not yet. Shade will technically only hunt at 50% sanity. We're not at that, so I'm gonna turn on the breaker. I'm gonna drop this in here. Give this more room. I'm gonna drop salt. Can you step in the salt? Can you do something? Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? Give us a sign. Do something. Can you give us a sign? Can you do something? Give us a sign. Give us a sign. A crucifix will prevent a hunt for, I think it's 5 seconds, and it can actually prevent a hunt twice. So, first time a crucifix is used, it will turn like... Where did you go? There you go. It will turn, the side will turn red. And when it uses the second time, it will just completely be red. Which is when you know you gotta get the fuck out of here. When a hunt starts, by the way, it doesn't instantly kill you. As soon as it starts a hunt, there's a few seconds, I think it's 3 or 4 seconds, where you're safe. Well, basically, you're not safe, but it doesn't really do anything yet. It will only start hunting after those 3-4 seconds. So if you're, let's say you're in that room and it starts on your face, it doesn't instantly just grab you, and that would be pretty unfair. Just throwing stuff into the bathtub. It's taking a bath. That's nice. So we're gonna do the crucifix thing. Crucifix. There's 2 objectives. That includes smudge sticks. I said crucifix. I meant smudge sticks. You have repel and you have cleanse. If you have cleanse, you just take a smudge stick, you take a lighter, and then you go into the room and you press F. If you press F, you use your lighter to light the smudge sticks, and you just walk in this room where the ghost is, and you drop it on the floor, and then you have it checked. The repel version is a bit more dangerous, but and it takes a lot of practice. Because it is very tricky to do. What this means is you need the ghost to hunt you, find you, and when you get close, or when the ghost gets close to you, you use the smudge stick, because when you use it during a hunt, you will sort of disorient it for like 5 seconds. Which means you could just, you can cull it, you can touch it, you can stroke him, whatever you want to do. For 5 seconds, you're safe. It does not hunt you, even if it's on top. It doesn't kill you, even if you're on top of it. And that's this objective. You just make sure it runs to you, you use smudge stick, and after that you hide. That's the objective. That's why this is a little dangerous. And if you've never done this before, it could be very scary. But we're dealing with a shade and not a revenant. Revenant, as I said, is super fast if it sees you, which makes it harder to time it. But, shade isn't specifically more faster than you are. So you're pretty safe to do. You can also just loop it. I will show you how to do it. I'm gonna go inside. My sanity is pretty low, so it's gonna hunt soon. I'll show you how it's gonna use the crucifix, and I'll show you how to do the objective with the smudge sticks. I took some photos. Alright, I have all the photos filled on my book. Missed one photo. I thought it was an interaction, but apparently no. Alright, so we're gonna go in. And we're gonna get hunted. Yay. Also, you can outrun most of the ghosts, except for Revenant. Revenant is super fast when it sees you, but if you break line of sight, it's super slow. Also, what is good to know is that all other ghosts, they increase by speed. They increase... What are you doing? just turning on and off lights all the time. I was saying, oh yeah, a ghost when it's in line of sight, doesn't matter how far you are, especially in big maps. You know, just the big hallways in high school and prison, and other maps. The longer it's in your line of sight, the faster it gets. It doesn't add up constantly. It stops at a certain speed, but that speed is generally a little bit faster than you are. Obviously, you have sprint, and sprint makes it makes you safe. But it is very important that during a hunt you break line of sight if you don't want to die. Obviously, you can try and outrun it. You can actually do it. You can outrun a ghost, a shade, for example, when it's constantly in line of sight. But it's very dangerous. There's a very high chance you will die. Revenants, 100% if you don't break line of sight. Other ghosts like Jinn. Jinn is faster in cold rooms. Don't try to outrun Jinn. I know it's a shade. It's not super fast. It's just a small map. There's many ways to break line of sight, which I will be able to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, make it hunt me, use the smudge sticks for the objective, to see how that works, and then we're gonna go. So it should be using smudge stick, the crucifixes. Can you give us a sign? Can you do something? Give us a sign. Show yourself. Do something. Give us a sign. Do something. Hunt us, kill, hide, run. Give us a sign. Do something. Show us. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. Do something. Show us. I wanna, show you the crucifix thing. Give us a sign. Wait, it's not... When the lights are on, it doesn't drop my sanity. Can you do something? Can you give us a sign? Give us a sign. Oh, there you go. See, it turned red, so it tried to hunt us right now. What? And now it's showing up. I wish I had a camera here, but I don't. It's not hunting yet. As soon as your light starts flickering, it hunts. It hunts. Can you do something? Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? Can you... Oh, he's actually in the kitchen. That's kind of scary, because he actually could hunt from the kitchen now. As I was saying. Can you do something? Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? Can you do something? Can you show yourself? Give us a sign. Hunt, kill, hide, run. Oh, you're back there, okay. Can you give us a sign? Can you do something? Can you show yourself? Where are you? What's his name? Joseph Thomas. Joseph. Joseph Thomas, give us a sign. Joseph. Okay, it's hunting now. Where is it? That's there. See? So we're gonna use the smudge sticks right now. Press F. And we're gonna run. Right now I'm gonna mute myself. Alright, well that's it. If you want to know how the hunt is over, press your B, your radio. If it's not static, you just know it hunted. It was hunting from the kitchen again. So, we're just gonna go. We got all the objectives. I showed you most of the things about the hunt. As I said, the hunt starts when your light is flickering. As you know, just before he was hunting, he actually did a ghost event. He shot himself, but nothing really happened. I think I covered most of the hunt that you should know. As I said, he was hunting from here, which means it's still around his ghost. That's the reason why I dropped the crucifix here. Let's say I'm in this room and it starts hunting from right here. I need to get out, pick a side, and I don't want it to hunt me, I don't want it to kill me. That's why I dropped the crucifix here. So this area around the crucifix is safe for hunts. This area was safe as well. As you saw, it used the crucifix in the bathroom. I'm not sure if that's the reason why he went here. But yeah, as you see, this area was not covered by the crucifix. There was one here, there was one here. This one wasn't covered. So that's why his hunt started from there. So that's why you need to be careful. And I already muted myself, but I tried to show you. I turned off my light as well. This one is not electric, so you can just do whatever with this that you want. The smudge stick I dropped. So when it hunted me, it hunted from here. I was here. I saw it coming to me. When it was here, I used my smudge stick by pressing F, and I ran through him, went to the basement, and hit until the hunt was over. So basically, if you want to prevent being killed, A, use crucifixes in areas that are very unsafe. B, which is maybe the most important one, find a spot to hide. Find a good spot. If you don't know the maps, scout the maps. Make sure that you know areas where you can hide. In this map, there's not a specific place where you can go into like a closet. But there's a lot of rooms where there's closets where you can hide. A ghost will walk past closets, but it can also check closets. And that by checking, I mean that it can actually open the doors. I'm not sure if they do it with these kind of closets, but with the other ones in the street houses, they can open the doors. This does not mean it knows that you're here. It's just like sort of checking. If it stays open for a while, it could just walk by and it could see you. So if you're in a closet and you're hiding, I'm holding my left mouse button to hold this shut. As you can see, I'm not clicking anything, I'm just holding it. If it opens, just go close it again. Because, as I said, it doesn't see you right away. You close it, and it won't really notice that you did, so it just keeps, looking for you. Sometimes it has, you have these closets with both doors. They're both going into different direction. It can open both doors. I have a video about that as well, where I did open them pretty wide as well, and I did not die. I just closed the doors. I was in shock. I'm dead. I thought I was dead, and I closed the doors, and he just kept going. So keep an eye on that. So closets are safe, but make sure that A, your light is off, B, there's no electric items in your hand, and C, make sure that you have the door shut and you're ready to shut them again if they get opened. And obviously don't talk. Sometimes when you're in public games, a lot of people are using the chat to talk. It can actually hear you. Don't do that, because it will find you, it will kill you. Also, what is very important is Ghost may remember where it killed someone. So let's say you're in a public game, and this is a closet, and your teammate is hiding here, and he was talking, and he died in this closet. Goes to open it, he found him, he killed him. When there's a next hunt, you know, obviously when he kills someone, the hunt is over. But the next hunt, if there's a next hunt, it might remember where it killed the last person, and it might check that place. So he killed one in that closet. First thing he will do is go and check, hey, it might be somewhere is there again. So if you know there's a closet where someone died, do not go in there. Obviously it's a chance, which is the most awesome thing about this game. Everything is a chance, it's RNG, it's random, it's awesome. But make sure you don't hide in a place where someone died. Kind of cruel as well for the one who died, but it could also be very cruel for you if you end up dying because of that. That pretty much covers it all. I think... Did I forget something? I'm gonna check my items. Right. As I said, a ghost will hunt you when you're at 50%. Like, there's a chance of being hunted at 50% sanity. With Demon, it's 60 or 70. With Goryo, it's... No, with Yokai, it's 80%. It could hunt really fast. It could hunt you at 75%. And a mare could hunt you sooner when the lights are off. If you turn on the lights, there's a very low chance a mare will hunt you. Or a lower chance, at least. So if you do not want to get hunted, what you could do is you take sanity pills. You have 4 sanity pills each game. Obviously, if you're in a public game, there's 1 each, unless you're greedy and you take all of them. But don't do that. The sanity pill restores about 45 to 50 sanity. So if you're 50% and you have no clue what ghost you're dealing with, and you're scared of being hunted, obviously if you're being hunted, your sanity is going to drop even lower. There's a high chance that you get hunted fairly soon again after that, and you don't want to get into that spiral of being hunted and not knowing what the ghost is. So in that case, you can just take sanity pills, get your sanity up to 100%, and it will do nothing. Okay, well, so that's it for hunting. I hope this was some useful information for you. Once again, I made another guide before this where I explained a lot of the basics about this game. I think this one is very basic as well, but you know, there's some things that you may or may not know. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you have any tips, or if I got something I could cover in another video. Again, thank you for watching. I'll be continuing my stream, so make sure that you follow me on my Twitch channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of these videos. I will be making a lot more. Thank you for watching. Also stay tuned, I'll be continuing with my stream, but thank you for watching for this video, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you in a second.